Hey everybody, this is Josh from Tradeology.com, and today we're going to look at something that's coming out. It's pretty cool. We've got a look at Piet Swart's new Forex income map, and we've got a panel of experts with us today from all over the world. And we've got Toshko Raishev, who is a three-time world finalist in the Surefire Trading Challenges. We've got Mark McRae, one of the most respected names in trading. Wesley Govender, professional trader, trading journalist, and MT4 expert. We've got Marcel Grappa, the Surefire Trading Challenge tournament director, and Adrian Jones, who was also a tournament director previously, and an economic expert and consultant. So we are going to ask them a few questions today. Everybody here has the system, and they've traded it extensively, and we'd like to take a look at what their thoughts are. So we'll start with Mark. Mark, are you there?
Yes, I am, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mark. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good deal. I was wondering what your thoughts were about Forex Income Map. What do you like about it?
Well, I've had the Forex income map now and traded it for over a month, and I'm very impressed with the system. In fact, I'd go as far as to say it's probably one of the best systems I've seen for a long time. And a couple of things that I like about the system are that it's simple. And I don't like it because it's simple for simple's sake. I like it because, in my experience, most of the best systems, including my own, are all simple. The less moving parts, the less margin for error. So it's, of all the systems I've seen that have been successful over a very long period of time, they tend to be fairly simple. And this is a nice, simple system. Because it's simple, it's very quick to learn. So someone who has traded before will pick this system up in a matter of hours. Someone who's never traded before will like this system because they will understand and be able to learn the system very quickly. Another advantage of the fact that the system is simple is that it's almost mechanical in nature. So, as high as 95% of this system is mechanical. There's no decision-making process, there's no room for emotions, which is what lets a lot of traders down. So when they get a signal, it's very clear they can either take the signal or not. So the mechanical-like aspect of it I like a lot. You get results quickly with it. The system takes small, quick trades, and it can be traded in any time frame. So, as a trader, you want something to happen. If you have a system that only trades a few times a week or infrequently, it can be frustrating. This system, there's always something happening. So overall, I would highly recommend this system. I think it's a good system regardless of where your trading is. And not because of how skillful you are as a trader or at what level you are as a trader, but purely based on the results. This system gets results.
Well, cool. Mark, you've taught a lot of traders, and you've at one point, you started out, as a new trader, and you had teachers as well. Being on both ends of the spectrum, having been taught and being a teacher as well, how do you feel about Piet as a teacher?
Well, that's a good question because, I know Piet, and I've known him for some time there. And I think that of all the individuals that I've met, not just in trading, but inside and outside of trading, Piet's a unique person. He is the most patient person I think I've ever met. He never gets ruffled or upset. He's always calm, and he's got that sort of fatherly type wisdom about how he explains things. And he has infinite patience with people. If Piet is teaching something, a complicated subject, and remember, just because his system is nice and simple, don't underestimate the capabilities of Piet. He's a very advanced trader. He deals with some very important people in Forex. But the way he can take a complex subject and make it sound simple is a rare skill. I think it was because, I can't remember how long he taught for, but he was a teacher for a long time. And he has that teacher type quality about how he explains things. And there's the old adage that there's no question too dumb really applies with Piet. He doesn't care whether you want to ask him the most advanced technical question in Forex or the most basic beginner question. He treats everybody the same way. So the reason I think that's a good question, to cut it short, is that many systems, many Forex products and trading products are sold to people when they get the system, it's so complicated or is so badly written or so badly explained, they can never get their head around how the whole thing works. So Piet has made a point of helping everybody that has been involved with Forex Income Map, and he's made a commitment to people that anyone who does decide that this system is for them, that he will continue to make that effort to make sure that they are helped. So yes, that's a huge advantage, and maybe the biggest advantage actually is that Piet explains this system in such a way that anyone can get it, really. And the level of support I know from Piet's history that he offers people is second to none. So yeah, very important and a great question.
Well, cool, Mark. Thank you for giving us your thoughts on Forex Income Map. I've been able to talk to Piet a little bit too, and everything you're saying is just dead on. He's a really good guy. I think that'll be it.
Thank you, Josh.
Oh, you're very welcome, Mark. Thank you. Let's see what Marcel thinks. Marcel, are you there?
Hello, Josh. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hi, Marcel. Loud and clear. Now you've had Forex Income Map for a little bit now too. What are your
Yes.
thoughts on it? What do you like about it?
Well, Piet competed as chairman in the Sugar Training Challenge V5, and as the tournament director, I think that I was actually the first to see all of the systems, including Piet's system. Because during the competition, it is my task to make sure that the systems are, not just unique, but also work. And in the challenge, all traders who win in the demo round have to go through a strict screening to qualify for the live trading round. And one of the things I noticed when I had a look at Piet's system was its simplicity. I had a look at trade examples, and I just had a sell trade example and buy trade example, and I understood how the system works right away. It's that simple, but it is also unique enough, that when you see it, there are some things that you realize, I never thought that this could be done. I never thought that this indicator can be used this way, and it is effective, and that's one of the things that impressed me. And also some of my staff who are also helping out with checking the systems and making sure that they work, and even the programmers that I worked with who had a look at the system. So I think it was really good, and we allowed Pete to go through to the next round because of that.
So it sounds like his system works in a very visual kind of way and works in a real world type of setting.
Yeah, it's very simple. You can see everything all at once. You can see all the signals. There's no guesswork. So it's right there on your charts. It was quite a surprise. So I thought it was really good.
You've seen a lot of systems, and you've worked with a lot of people, and basically they've had to kind of teach you their system, and Piet's had to kind of do the same thing. How do you feel about Piet as a teacher?
Well, Piet is one of the best teachers I know. If I was still a student, I would have wished that he was one of my professors, because he's very generous with information. When he tells you something, he will try to explain it in different ways until you understand. And he's very artistic as well in terms of examples. Very simple and very realistic. And, you can really see that things that happen in everyday life he can use them to make you understand what he's talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, Piet is really, really good, in terms of teaching people how to trade the system.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Marcel, for being here and helping us out today. Yeah, have a good one. I am going to move on to Wesley now. Hi, Wesley. How are you doing today?
Hi, Josh. I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Thanks for being here. Well, you are somebody that can trade just about any market with any system that's out there. And you've taken a good solid look at Forex Income Map, and you've traded it. What's your take on it? What do you like about it?
Well, thanks for the intro, Josh. That was really kind. When it comes to the system, personally, I found it very easy to understand. What I liked about it is the fact that there's enough information in there, even for someone like me who's been around trading for a while, seen my share of systems. There's still enough information and little nuggets that you can take away from it. The thing you always look for whenever you're looking at any system is a clearly defined entry and clearly defined exit rules, so that there's no second guessing when it comes to actually putting it into practice and using it. So I think the way Piet has structured the course, all the materials, it's going to be good for new traders. They're not going to struggle with it, and even the more experienced traders are also going to see a lot of value in it.
Mm-hmm.
And from a sort of MT4 perspective and a program perspective, I was quite happy to see that the installation for some of the tools that he includes were very easy to understand and very easy to use. And, well, the signals were also accurate and they also performed really well. So I think if you also look at some of the tools that Piet and his crew have released to the public, well, not just from an MT4 perspective, but also from a trading perspective, these were brilliant. So I think anyone that uses this is, they're really going to enjoy it and they're going to get a lot of value out of it.
Sounds like it's very accessible to, to new traders as well as to, people that have been around, the block. And
yeah,
that's a good thing, accessibility and being able to understand the system. That's
definitely.
And like you said, clearly defined entry and exit points. That stuff's key.
Yeah. Well, you look at a trader like myself. I don't have a lot of time to sit around and fiddle with systems and figure out how they work. What I like to see when I open my charts is I like to be able to scan across 6 or 8 or even a dozen different pairs and be able to tell which one has a signal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think even for a new trader, it's not going to take them that long to get up to that point where they can look at a lot of different pairs. They can quickly, at a glance, be able to determine whether they should be buying or selling. And that's all they really need to know. And the other components of the system, like the money management, the risk management rules that Piet has in place, is going to protect them from getting burnt. So if they follow the rules, they're not going to have any problem with it.
Well, that's really great. What do you think about Piet as a teacher?
Well, as a teacher, I think I pretty much agree with what everybody else has said so far. I think he really does a good job, driving home some of the key concepts. What he really excels at is the mental approach. And I think he manages to get across simple concepts that many of us, and myself included, we tend to take for granted. You always hear those golden words of wisdom from traders, like, the trend is your friend, and, cut your losses, and, let your profits run and things. But we don't really look at those things and take them the way we should. What Piet is able to do, I mean, if you've seen any of his videos or his webinars, you'll see that he knows what he's talking about, and he knows how to pass this information on to other traders. He's also good at sort of taking an example and presenting it in a number of different ways. So pretty much everybody in the room, has something that they can relate to and can sort of take away from it. So I think as a teacher, Piet really knows what he's talking about. And I think any traders that sort of join him are really going to be in good hands. He knows what he's doing and he knows how to sort of get his ideas across. So yeah, very happy with that.
Well, great. Thank you for being here and for helping us with kind of getting a better feel for Forex Income Map.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Toshko, I've got Toshko Rayshev up next, and Toshko, how are you doing?
Hi, Josh. Thanks, I'm fine as usual.
Well, good deal. You've had a chance to look at Forex Income Map. What do you like about it?
At first place, it's simplicity. As you know, most of the systems are very, very complicated with a lot of some kind of divergences and so on. So you need to read the charts, but at the end, you don't even understand what the teacher talking about.
Right, right.
But with Piet's system, it's a totally different story. We know exactly what to do, when to do, and how to do it. So this is the first reason I like his system. Also, he makes something against the crowd direction. You know, and all of us know that most of the traders out there are losers.
Yeah, 95% of us fail.
Yeah, this is the statistic. But Piet makes something different, and that's why he makes really good profits. Also, his system, there isn't need to sit in front of our screen and watch for some setups and so on and babysit our trades. We can monitor our trades and find setups in less than 10 minutes or so. So that's why I like this system.
So it makes it real nice and relaxed, not something you gotta spend hours and hours doing.
Exactly. We know what to do and when to do it and how to do it, and that's all.
Very clear.
There is, yeah.
Well, great. What do you feel about Piet as a teacher? Now, you've been around the block too. You've placed very highly in our trading challenges, and so you know what you're doing. You know what's what. How do you feel about Piet as a teacher?
First of all, he's a regular guy who makes something really big, inviting this big system over here. And same is when it comes to the way he teaches traders. He's a regular guy, as me and you and other traders out there. And that's why when he explains something, it's very clear and on our understandable language. Everyone can understand what he talks about.
Very down to earth.
Yeah.
Well, great. Thank you so much for your input here, Toshko. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Josh.
You have a good day. I'm going to move on to Adrian now. Adrian, are you there?
Hi, Josh. Yes, I'm here. Thanks. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Adrian. How are you?
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
What's your take on Forex income map here, Adrian?
I've been listening to everybody else, and I've got to agree with everything that everybody said so far. I really like the system, Josh. In fact, everything he has put together is just what he says. It's a map to trading Forex. I've tested it, I've used it, and I've been pleasantly surprised by the ease of use. Clearly, he sets out step by step the rules to follow. I think that his experience as a teacher and as a trader shines through. There's no doubt about it, in a good way. He's clear to understand, the system has logical explanation, and he demonstrates it very, very well. I've gone a bit further, though. I've also attended some of his webinars, and I'm not surprised with the amount of comments, the positive feedback that he's been getting. I've been following him very closely. It's all thoroughly deserved. I recommend this system as one of the best Forex courses I have ever seen. It's not just for beginners. Newbies can trade this system for sure without much knowledge or even any knowledge. Intermediate traders, expert traders would all find value in the system and in his teaching. And I think the goal at the end of the day for everyone really is to earn an income trading, part-time or full-time, and Piet's income map is just that. It's a map to success in achieving that goal for everybody.
Absolutely. We're all definitely looking to make some sort of income, whether it's part-time or full-time.
For sure. And Josh, the system comes at a time when I think traders are really looking for guidance. The world economy is struggling. People are really going through a bad time financially. Traders are looking for help, and they're looking for guidance, and they're looking for someone to turn to as a person that can help them out of their circumstance. Now, this is the system for anyone who's listening right now that thinks that they are in that situation. I've no hesitation in saying that. Piet is the man to do that. The system reflects him. It's a game changer for sure.
Well, Adrian, that actually kind of leads me into the next question. How do you feel about Pete as a teacher?
Brilliant teacher. I've let's just say I've taught myself. I'm a consultant also, and I've had to teach many people.
Mhm.
And it's a pleasant surprise to be sitting on the other side of the table, so to speak, and listening and following Piet as he explains his system, the course, and takes everyone by the hand and leads them through it. Clearly, logically, he's a great person. You can feel it, you can hear it in his voice, and in his patience, his understanding. As I said before, he's the man, and I really do say that, honestly, Piet is one of the best teachers I've ever met.
Well, great, Adrian. Thank you so much for your input and echoing what many people are already finding out, and the people that we've given this system to, that they're seeing this for the first time. It sounds like it's really something that people can sink their teeth into, and that's a great thing. Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks, Adrian. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Well, folks, that is our expert review of Piet Swart's Forex Income Map. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside. If anybody's got some more interest in what's going on and they want some more information, you can definitely visit us at www.forexincomemap.com. You can also visit us on YouTube at youtube.com/Forex Income Map, and at Twitter as well at twitter.com/Forex Income Map. Thanks very much for joining us, and you guys have a great day.